Donald Trump done went and fucked up the Knicks game. They say Donald Trump was bad juju at the Knicks game. They said he should have stayed home. Y'all know how that shit go. He came in there with that slap rock shit. Them people ain't trying to hear it. They say Donald Trump should have stayed at the crib. But you know he a New Yorker. He went over there the other night to the game and they lost. But you know what? They can't blame they lost on Donald Trump superstitiously. They just got to play a little harder. But I understand it. And maybe Spike Lee need to give Donald Trump a call and say, "Yo, bro, set this one out. We trying to win. Set this one out." If that because it's the atmosphere. It's the atmosphere, man. Donald Trump came in and was a downer. Plus, you know, when he come to town, um, everybody got to rearrange their security. I'm putting a poll up. Would you vote for Obama? Would you? If you just came in the room and while I'm putting the poll up, would you vote for Obama? Yeah, come in, come in, come in, come in. What's going on? Make sure you take the poll. The topic today is: would Obama do a better job than Trump? Did you vote for this war and economy? Smash that like. Two of y'all in here, man. Double tap, double tap. Make sure you get them likes up. Make sure you get them likes up. But yeah, as of late, it seemed like Trump chickens coming home to roost. When he lied about that, he said that he didn't start no, or that he said he wouldn't come in and start no new wars or contribute to no new wars. That's what I think he lost a great deal of his fan base, y'all. Smash that like. I say Neil deGrasse, that scientist. I say motherfucker need to vote his ass in. He seemed pretty logical. And I just saw an article on no, they do the little videos now, they articles, but he was talking about why white people don't want to admit that they're black. That's crazy. Like why do white people don't want to admit that their origin might have been in Africa? It's crazy. All of us origins in Africa. Know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? It says here the beloved astrophysicist. That astrophysicist just said something to me when I see that it's a person of color, a fucking astrophysicist. And he explaining the modern concept of race is an illusion. That's crazy. Degrassi Tyson says this, the latest viral interview on Club Shay Shay, where he delivered a staggering scientific truth bomb that proves why our modern concept of race is an absolute illusion. Shannon Sharp discussed with him everything from ocean depth versus deep space, the reality of dinosaur killing asteroids and alien life. But the conversation took a profound turn when Sharp asked Tyson to explain what actually separates Europeans, Asians, and Africans aside from geographic regions. And Tyson simply told him, nothing separates us because all came out of Africa. And he was talking about how when you meet an Italian person, and they won't say and they be in America where they people be of Italian descent. And which y'all all know that Italy is just a name. It's like we're not really American. Somebody named this continent America and we take on the moniker. But they'll be like, yeah, no, I'm Italian. If you know anything, if you Italian, you might be black because the same time that the black people had the clutches on Spain, Spain was in control of southern Italy. We forget that the region known as southern Italy now. So in our mind, we thinking they was in control of Spain. It was Spain, but the eastern part of it was in southern Italy, Sicily, Naples, Corsica, the different places where they be like, you know, they got some black in them. Look at his hair. You know the shit. Smash that light. Share me out. It's for y'all in here, man. Would you vote for Obama right now? Would you vote for Obama? Smash that light. Look at these joints right here, my boo. Would you fuck with them? Them shit's tight.
What's wrong?
I gotta go back. And they look like some ball main or something too. What was them Jones? Damn, they just damn. Oh, here we go. I can go back. Smash that like y'all. Share me out. 7 of y'all in here. Let's get them likes up. There is ball man. Them shit's tight. You don't like them? They look like them troops that was out back in the day. Them acid wash, ice slams. You say you wear them? Them shit's tight. Name and Marcus got them shits. Smash that like y'all for 385. 6 of y'all in here. Are all of y'all satisfied with Donald Trump's performance as of late? Were you ever satisfied with anything he did? Would you vote for Obama now? And it's not to debate you. It's not to tell you nah. It's not to tell you yeah. It's just to find out what you thinking and what's your opinion on it. Smash that like. Let's get them up. 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 We fluctuating like cryptocurrency. We up and down like the Dow Jones. Know what I mean? But we steady. We here. There's 5 of y'all in here right now. Can I get all 5 of y'all to double tap the stream, man? So we can get this algorithm popping. Good morning, good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on what part of the globe. There's 11 of y'all. We fluctuating like cryptocurrency. Let's do this. And depending on what part of the globe you on, what's up? And right now the topic is, would you vote for Donald Trump right now? Would you vote for Trump right now? MAGA. Somebody in the chat screen that's MAGA. Would you go vote for Donald Trump right now from off if you go off of his performance in the last year and a half? Could you give me a performance rating? Do you approve of Donald Trump? That's the conversation. It's not the bash Donald Trump. We especially we citizens of the United States, so it's our right to have a conversation if we, you know what I mean? Because the president is here to help the people. Do y'all think Donald Trump is living up to when he got inaugurated that oath that he got inaugurated by the people for the people? Do you think Donald Trump is living up to that? Hopefully he'll go to them people game again. Cause you know what I mean, hopefully he'll go to them people game again and fuck it up. If they don't want you there, Donald, stay home. Please. Please. Did he make a statement in a couple of weeks? You know, y'all New Yorkers gonna hear a statement. Donald Trump probably bash y'all, say some shit about y'all. You know, I fucking never liked it. Then they are, you know what I mean? In a couple of weeks, if he ain't already, has he released a statement on what happened? Has Donald Trump released a statement on what happened at the jump off? Because that's crazy, man. I heard somebody say pussy. You know that pussy is something else. It sounds like a white word too. Something I don't know. Pussy. But Donald Trump was at that shit. That's crazy. Smash that like y'all. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on with y'all? What y'all got in y'all cup this morning? I'm drinking some I think this Maxwell House. I alternate from Folgers to Maxwell House, depending on the price. You know, coffee, you really don't realize it, but coffee is one of the staples. It's like eggs that you can tell the economy which way the wind blowing with the economy by way sometimes of the price of coffee. Okay. What's going on with you, Michael? You say voting is a slave privilege. Okay, can you explain to me right now in your interpretation, Michael? What exactly is a slave? What would you consider a slave right now when you said it was a slave privilege? And can you name 3 other privileges that the slaves that you're referring to are allowed a privilege? I didn't think slaves got privileges, but I'm just curious to hear your explanation, not the debate, just to see as an American what you think. And did you double tap the screen? It helps the algorithm. Greatly appreciate it. It's 16 of y'all in here, man. Let's get this popping. Let's get them likes up, man. Come in, come in, come in, come in. And would you vote for Obama? I didn't ask you what was the slave privilege anyway, Michael Robinson. Can you answer that? Would you vote for Obama? Slave privilege and all. Because if it's a privilege, don't you want to get in on your privilege? Come in, come in, come in. Share me out. What's going on this morning? But yeah, Donald Trump been making a lot of missteps in my opinion. Yee! What's up with you? What's up with you? BM? What's going on? Shout out everybody coming through. Smash that like. Dave, shut the fuck up. Coming in here with that bullshit. Dre Brent, whatever your fucking name is, Dre Brent. Shut up, you ain't go vote. I don't want to hear nothing. Man, go take a nap. It's too early for this. You just got up and you need to go take a nap. You just got up and you need to go take a nap, dude. Ain't that crazy? You woke up, your eyelids stuck to the goddamn roof of your mouth. Get your head right. Go finish your breakfast, dude, before you try to deal with me. I'm a motherfucking lunch. The Lodge and Bar Crime Syndicate install the traitors candidates. Can you explain to me what the Lodge and Bar Crime Syndicate is, Michael Robinson? I think it might have something to do with the Masons and the Shriners or something. The Lodge and Bar. I ain't never heard of it. The Lodge and Bar Crime Syndicate. Is the bar necessary? Are you referring to like the bar that they? Because that's crazy. The bar lawyers. Are you referring to that? The bar? It's sort of like the firm. The government in England is called the firm, the business. You feel me? Okay, got you, Michael. Got you. That's okay. Bingo. You kind of right though, because you know that the Supreme Court judges are the only real judges in the United States. Everybody else is just a lawyer that's been put up into a position of being an arbitrator. They look at the laws and they go by the laws and sentence you. But real judges supposed to use their own morality to make the decision. And sometimes the judges do step outside the guidelines, but in actuality, they're just arbitrators. They just sentencing you by whatever the law deems for the crime that you commit. You say it's Bidenomics. Can you tell me um, why Bidenomics? Biden name came up. Biden ain't do shit. Long shakes. Obama did something. I mean, whether it was for the good of you or the good of somebody, he did something. And Trump is in here doing something. Biden, I can't think of nothing Biden really did. I mean, y'all gave him the right name, Sleepy Joe. I can't think of nothing that Biden really did that was mm, that affected Americans to the point that some of them was in agreement that he was a good president. Some people gonna say Obama was a good president because he did the stuff with the gender bending, the LGBTQ. He allowed them to marry each other and live a happy life. So he did complete a mission for some Americans. That's what y'all fail to realize. When y'all like, what did Obama do for black people? If he did anything for Americans, he did something for black people because black people are Americans in some way. They're gonna fit into whatever mode that they pour in. That's what you got to understand. No matter if anything that's benefiting Americans, if you're an American and you paid your taxes, more than likely it affected you. You know what I mean? You participated in a bad way or good way, it affected you. So you got to stop looking at these candidates like they, you know what I mean? They the ones that got the special interest stuff. Like they'll come in and do whatever for whoever. So you know who gave Obama some money, don't you? The LGBTQ split some of that war chest with him. But with Donald Trump, he done went and got in bed with the oligarchs. That's why he's coming in at the position of CEO and not head politician. He's head um executive officer. So you can't expect him, Donald Trump, to do the same thing Obama and them do because it's two different types of politics. Like you can't think a boxer gonna fight like a MMA. Boxer is more hands on the ground. Maybe he might have got some training, but he ain't nowhere. But a MMA is 360 ground and hands. See what I'm saying? And that's why, like, if you run up on a boxer, he whoop your ass. Do you kind of get a pass? Because that's what he does. It's like if you try to run up on a construction worker and dig a faster ditch and he beats you, is it because he's a construction worker and he's on shovel digging ditches and shit? That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? It's like when people be like, and then I see people boxers running on more motherfuckers and get their ass whooped because they box, they don't fight. If you can understand it, just because they're a boxer don't mean they can beat you because they box. Boxing is regulated and it's a certain, you know what I mean? Maybe they know the key jumps, but you might can beat them if you fight. You understand what I'm saying? Boxing and fighting is two different things. Boxing is an art. Make sure y'all take the poll too. Make sure y'all take the poll. Smash that like. 16 of y'all in here. Good morning. We got one like. You know what? Come on, son, in my Ed Lover voice. Double tap that stream. Let's get them lights up, man. Let's get this morning popping, man. Longshanks. You from England. That was a king in England, Longshanks. Either he was tall or used to known for carrying big ass knives. Longshanks. You know, the English language is funny. Like your profession or your family's profession, or even where you from, will be your last name. Like blacksmith. You know what I mean? Or Smith. He would have been probably somebody working at the forge or whatever, some kind of smith in the area. The Smiths over there at the top of the patch. You know what I'm saying? William Hurt. That means that he a fucking cattleman. William Hurt. You know, English languages. You know what I mean? William's son. Maybe his daddy was the Lord of the Manor somewhere, Lord William, and he was William's son. So then he took on the name as so that people could know his prestige instead of saying, you know that William's my father. He was Michael Williamson. And now his name is Michael Williamson, and he's sent it on to his family. That's how people got named. Joan of Arc. Her name was Joan. She was from Arc, the Arc area in France. Smash that like. It's 14 of y'all in here fluctuating like cryptocurrency this morning. That's what it is. Salute. Greatly appreciated. Somebody answer the question. Would you vote for Obama right now? What's going on in this climate? Would you vote for Obama if he was able to run? Because I know somebody gonna come here. Well, Obama can't run anymore. You know what I mean? Somebody that's like Trump, because Trump got Obama in his head, man. Trump was just, he'll be talking about, it just come out with some Obama shit. The boy files, yo, in 14 months. I said probably longer. Ooh. Touching that chest. In 14 months, I have never seen you come in with all emojis. It's the first time I ever seen you not text letters. Sue from the Board Files. Good morning, Sue. How you doing? How's the family? If y'all ain't got over there and checked out the Board Files, the Butt Files is like a modern day Scooby Doo. They always going around finding dope things. My favorite video from the Butt Files is it's got 2 years running when they went to the Tractor Festival. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dope tractors. It was, you know what I'm saying? Did y'all go to the Tractor Fest this year? Sue, I didn't see the post saying anything about it. Y'all go to the tractor joint this year? Or has it, am I talking too soon? Has it already? Much shit going on in America we don't know about that's fun. It's so messy because we too busy eating our fingernails, worrying if Iran or Cuba gonna run up on our shit. But it's parts of America that's still, you know what I mean, living like goddamn 1959. And they're comfortable with it. It's 10 of y'all in here fluctuating that cryptocurrency. Let's get them up, man. Let's get them up, get them up, get them up. Would you vote for Obama right now in this climate? 2028 coming fast too, and I don't see now one of these. You know what I mean? There's a lot of choices out there but I don't see not one definite person that's standing out to me that I'm saying, you know what? Fuck that. Uh, I'm not saying now one thing saying only hope is in prayer. What's going on with you, Phoenix? I've been good, man. No, I think YouTube was fucking with my shit, Phoenix. I still shared your shit out. What's up with you? We got Dolly the Five Fingers in the house. How's the family, man? How's the family? What's going on with Chad? How's Chad, man? Send mines to the OGs. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I don't think they was putting me in the algorithm like that. You know how they do that crazy shit. It's all good though. We need Sleepy Joe back. Obama had his day. Shit, for what? We need Joe Biden. Obama had more impact on America than Joe Biden. Obama impact on America was so strong that y'all was claiming that when Joe Biden was the president, Obama was running shit. That's what's so crazy. When Joe Biden was the president, okay, y'all been working out, stretching and working out. That's what it is, sis. You said he working right now. That's what it is. And you're thankful. That's right, Dolly. Just be thankful for what you got. Know what I mean, that's all we can do. You know, we come from that era when you scramble. And then we also come from that era when you could even if you was scrambling, you can go to your neighbor's house, knock on the door and say, can you send me some sugar? Can you send me 4 slices of bread? Can I borrow $1.25? I'm short. Now, you know what I mean, through and far in between, can you do that? Give Kamala a go. Long Shanks, you read in my mind. I would, hey, she's the choice in my eyes for the Democratic Party. Kamala Harris, because she got executive order experience. Gavin Newsom, he seemed like a slimy ass Trump type that he can lie. A good politician is a bad politician. The best politician to me is the one that can tell a lie to you and not crack a smile. Because remember, the decisions that these politicians at the executive order and the executive office are making are detrimental to our life. We can be collateral damage just by the stroke of a pen or even just a you know what I mean. Rebecca Cortez says you would, yep. So would that mean you will vote for Obama? And if you voted for Obama, what would be 3 things that you would like for him to do? But I say give Kamala a chance. A lot of y'all are disgruntled with the Democratic Party, and she just so happened to be a member of it. But now that she's not really under the thumb of the Joe Biden crew, maybe she can come out with her own one twos. D Carol 7925 says, did it twice, would do it again. Okay. And what were some of the things that you like about Obama's presidency that would make you do it again? Long Shake says she's pleasing on who? Kamala Harris? She's better looking than Donald Trump. I would say that. But y'all sleep on Kamala Harris. She has all the experience. But you'll come in and say, well, she was sleeping with Willie Brown. She slept her way to the top. The top of what? Willie Brown was not no in the federal government. Willie Brown was in his state politics. He won't shit on the federal level. Who she sleep with on the federal level? Y'all would take away her credibility as a politician because she's a woman of color. That's so crazy. Even if it's Democrats that's doing that shit. Y'all are so deeply ingrained in your misogynistic ways. We all been raised like that. That women and men got certain jobs, or women are supposed to place. It's not that is the fault of religion with the divine feminine in America being taken out. But seemingly the black community held on to it because the in the black community, the only thing y'all give us is the divine feminine because y'all make it seem like our men are not dependable, too busy entrenched and wrapped up in crime. That's the picture y'all paint. and y'all paint that the divine feminine is what's holding down the black culture. So what's in reality, the divine feminine is holding down the country, because the same black women you say that they're the ones are the backbone of our community. They're the backbone of your community because they're raising your kids. Of those ones that y'all don't have the illegals that can't even speak English to clean your house for but those black women that are coming out on these buses and y'all see them every morning walking with their little shoes on, and some of them got on CNA looking suits now, but they are the backbone of the United States. They're going to raise y'all kids. You off to work, or you're going to be in your office that you inherited from your uncle Harry because he didn't have kids, because Harry was, you know what I'm saying? So y'all got Brenda, the black housekeeper. She don't even have time to raise her kids. Little Juju got to go to school this morning, but Brenda had to go to work early in the morning so she can get your kids right, cook y'all food, set out, iron your clothes because she's the housekeeper. Ain't that crazy? A homeowner, a homemaker had a job as a housekeeper. It was a niche that was filled by black women that they went and cleaned up somebody else's house and maintained somebody else's crib. Ain't that crazy? They did the job so good. That's what y'all don't realize. If the black community is so fucked up, how did the same woman that told you wipe that coal out your eye, brush your hair, and don't talk to your mama like that because it was her job. She was there. I mean, she was a part of your family, and she had to neglect her family to do it because sometimes she pulled her 8 hours and then it took her 12 hours to get home because the bus broke down. I don't even realize that the sacrifice of the black community, and those kids suffer. Mama got to work, and by the time she get home, it's late at night, so ain't no supervision. And so just like all humans, that's why we that's are wrapped up in clothes and sitting in the house, they get curious and go explore. Some things they discover ain't so healthy for them. But mama had to work and go be a housekeeper and clean up somebody else's house. Do y'all understand that? Even now with these and then mama had too much voice and was having too much opinion on the woman. So they did some shit like stop hiring mama and them and brought in some illegals, cheap labor, and they don't speak English. So they know better. They, you know what I'm saying? To even get involved. You see what I'm saying? Black housekeepers started the civil rights movement because they got with the white ladies at the house with the money and talk that talk. Well, what's going on, Harriet? June, they got Ray Ray in jail. They got Ray Ray in jail. I just talked to Brenda. She's sick. And guess what? June motherfucking went and told Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike owns all this shit and he can get somebody on the phone, and they made moves. Y'all don't even realize that the connection of the black woman in the communities. Before it got popular to go ahead and get them from Latin America because they can't speak English. They can't tell your wife some shit or get you. Donald Trump's economic management scores are heavily impacted by the economic disruptions of the 2020 pandemic, while George W. Bush rankings are weighed down by the 2008 financial crash. Highest peaking average I want to say Joe Buttons. Joe Biden and Donald Trump share the highest average growth period if you exclude the 2020 pandemic crash. But what we have to know about this, when you put Donald Trump's statistics up against any other president, the dollar that Donald Trump is um pushing in this economy is not the dollar that Joe Biden was using, that Obama was using, even George Bush Jr. was using. The dollar has been weakened severely with the Trump regimes. First of all, friends are now enemies and enemies are now frenemies seemingly. Where we were a transatlantic corporation, we dealt with our peoples in NATO, the North Atlantic Trade Organization. We have become a partner in the Asian rise. We have everything in our house is made in China, India, and Mexico. So we have been a part of the, I mean, Asian rise, and so it's more. It seems more healthier to do business and to be more friendly with who you did business with. We do more business by way of commerce with China and Asia than we do with Europe. Where Europe is more as Big bro, little bro. You know what I mean? Everything we do, we include them, or whatever they do, they include us. You know, as a I fuck with him, so nobody won't come and take their shit. You say you wouldn't vote for Obama, Buster. Explain to me why you wouldn't, Buster. Highest peak in average Joe Biden and Donald Trump share the highest average growth period. And can we attribute to the person that was in position before them? Because with everything that we experience, it be from like trickle down effect. Trump idiot. Lukey says Trump idiot. JC IDC says Kamala should be president and maybe America and make America laugh again. Wow. I did not even see that. That shit just popped up. Why would she make America um laugh again? What's so funny about it? I say she might make America live again because right now we dead. You know what I mean? Every day we waiting for the next thing to happen. We still waiting on something. We not enjoying, you know what I mean, a win. We ain't basking in no glory or, you know what I mean, off of the, you know what I mean, a celebration. Even when we have celebrations now, y'all notice how it's always damper. Look at Donald Trump went to the Knicks game the other night and fucked them people game up. It's like, damn, what are you doing? Why are you here? That type of shit. Come on, man. We ain't got no fucking. I mean, he had that shit last year, that military parade. Motherfuckers was not behind it. And this UFC stuff, I don't hear nobody talking about. Yeah, I'm about to go see wrestling. Them tickets gonna be free wrestling at the White House. I don't hear nobody talk about it. Ain't nobody really getting behind him. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't like 50 Cent, but they still play his music. You understand what I'm saying? He's not a arch villain. He's straight up villain. He seemed like the villain that Captain America was fighting in that movie, the last Captain America, when they had the black guy. Did y'all notice that it was a black guy and the arch villain, which you don't even see that movie no more. Where the fuck is that movie at? I don't see it ain't on reruns or nothing, that black Captain America shit. But the arch villain, the villain, not the villain in that shit looked like the president. And that's just, go back and check it out. Smash that like. It'll be subliminal. Shit like that happens. Share me out, y'all. Google won't answer my question about the strength of the dollar because they know the dollar. You know that the dollar, 70% of the dollar is foreign investments. It's owed to foreign investments. We only moving off of 30% of it, which is probably like 24 cents, fam. That's crazy. Bannister says, absolutely. President Obama would have done a better job, and he did. Can you name three things that Obama did that you consider a good job, and that three things that you think that he would do better than, and with three um things that you think he'll do better than Trump? And what y'all think about Trump saying that he did not guarantee no new wars, that he did not make a promise? And seemingly he backpedaling. But that's what they all do. I told you, the person who wins is more likely the person that can tell the best lie. And there's 19 people in here right now, and it's only two. It's 24 people. We fluctuating like cryptocurrency, Ethereum, something like that. There, but why is it only 2 likes? As an American, can I get you to double tap that? Tap that ass. Come on, man. Let's get the lights up so we can get this conversation held. Smash that like, fam. Good morning. But yeah, man, smash that like. Make sure y'all take the poll too. Let's look at the poll real quick. The question was Trump disapprove 58%, approve 31%, 50-50. Y'all not feeling Trump. But why? Can somebody tell me why a currency's success is relative? Clinton saw the stronger dollar growth, which lowered import costs while other administrations managed fluctuating values to balance global trade and domestic manufacturing. Exactly. See what I'm saying? A currency success is relative. Clinton saw the strongest dollar growth, which lowered import costs, while other administrations managed fluctuating values to balance global trade and domestic manufacturing. Now, look at that. Listen, okay, let's start with the first thing. I told y'all the dollar that Trump and them dealing with is not the dollar that those presidents had. This dollar is weakened, and it's the main things that Donald Trump is fucking up at. Imports. He beefing with everybody, tariffs and everything. The administration is fucking up. This whole thing is describing Donald Trump. The global trade. He got the hiccup over there in the Strait of Hormuz. Know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I keep trying to. It's domestic manufacturing. There is no domestic manufacturing now. It ain't no warehousing and everything. We don't make shit. All we do is sell it and then house it. You know what I'm saying? We just sell it and house it and ship it out. We don't create shit. I will vote for Obama in a minute. That's what it is. Daniel Garcia, can you name a few reasons why? That's crazy. That joint explained it all. That's why the dollar ain't growing. And then it's got a lot of competition. The cryptocurrency, even online money apps like Cash App is competition because you can gain interest off of it that's outside of the interest on the dollar bill. You know what I'm saying? Unrealized gains. They're dangerous to the dollar bill where people won't even do they don't even have to do business in the dollar bill when they use, so they can do business in whatever currency that they're in the country. President Trump current national approval rating averaged between 37% and 40%, with disapproval hovering around 57 to goddamn. So shit. More than half the people in America are not feeling him. So even if you split his supporters down the middle, if with 50% of these Americans don't support him, these 50% all support him, that means he's still, you know what I mean, at like a goddamn on 19 from 9 to 19% deficit with it, like on his side. That's crazy. So would you say Donald Trump is losing probably 20% of his core fan base? If it's a million people supporting him, has Donald Trump lost let's shall we say a million, 5% of a million, 20,000, probably 20,000, 5% of a million, probably 20,000. Smash that like. I'm trying to do the math on that 5%, but I believe that since Charlie Kirk was assassinated, Trump's approval rating has dropped significantly. Charlie Kirk was just part of it because y'all noticed that when Charlie Kirk got assassinated, they was about to give him Martin Luther King um holiday and shit, and you couldn't say nothing about him. What was that about? And now you barely hear Charlie Kirk. You barely hear Turning Point USA. And then they said that Turning Point USA had all these these chapters open up and all these colleges. I never even heard of them on a college no more. And after Charlie Kirk died, now his name done fizzled out. What y'all think about the Austin Metcalf in Carmelo Anthony situation yesterday? That young boy got found guilty yesterday and sentenced, and that tore me up because I am used to you get found guilty and then they sentence you a couple of months later. That young boy got 35 years yesterday. That's crazy, man. I believe that since Charlie Kirk, okay, I read that one. Turning Point USA being run by Charlie Kirk's wife was diminished. has diminished approval. I think a great deal because nobody understands why Trump can't see that his wife is an asset for Israel. Trump can't see it because he's one also probably. But what do you think about when she even tried to link herself to the black community by way of Drewski? Drewski spoofed her. Everybody was laughing and was like, yeah, he got her down pat. But guess what? He also introduced her to people that never even heard of her. Because people that watched Drewski, they was probably wondering, who the fuck is this white woman? Because everybody didn't know her in the black community. So that was where the all promotion is good promotion, whether it's good or bad. That we didn't even see it. He was being I mean, he was being worked by Israel possibly too. So we got to watch these entertainers. People that never even heard of her, black people that's in the deepest section in our spot that, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They say, damn, but they seen Drewski because Drewski is a part of our culture right now. He's an American pop culture on the black side. He popping. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like, y'all. Smash that like, y'all. Yeah, like these entertainers, they doing something. They using entertainment as a weapon right now. I see, and especially in my community. What's going on, Anthony James? You said, yeah, you will vote for Obama. Can you name 3 things you would like Obama to do? Marie Asia Flippo says Obama, 110%. He is a good man. Impeach Trump, please, American. Trump needs to go to jail. He is a criminal. God damn. Only Hope and Prayer says Erica Kirk stated that the world needs strong white men. I heard her say it with her own mouth, something that sounded derogatory to leave out the black male population, but it sounds right about something that she would say because she's a white nationalist. A lot of people try to tell me Charlie Kirk was not a white nationalist. You know what I mean? She's a white nationalist. So that is what her job is to do, push anything that has to do with the advancement of white people. I see nothing wrong with it as long as it's not weaponized. What she said, as long as she ain't weaponize it, she can say it. She can say white power, and I love my white people because I love my black people, and it's black power. You notice words like black power, black pride, I'm black and I'm proud is not being pushed. Black Lives Matter. Hence why, you know what I mean? And we didn't even have control of that. But no, why not stick to the strip? You know what I mean? Nothing that's you know what I mean? Like masculine is being promoted. Black Lives Matter is, hey, don't kill them, don't send them away. Come on, give them a break. Black Lives Matter. But what about black pride, black love, black power? You know what I mean? Are slogans that we don't hear no more. And y'all remember a mind is a terrible thing to waste, but it was said like this: a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Remember that? The Negro College Fund. What happened to all that money? You know that, you know what I mean? What happened to all that money? Well, what happened to that organization? They maybe need to change that name, that Negro College Fund. That just sounds of roots or something. If somebody about to come out the back with a tray of lemonade and picking cotton and kicking their feet up in the banjo. So they might have to change their name. Maybe the name did change and it's still around, but it's not prevalent in the community. It wasn't then. It was just a commercial, but that commercial sparked the brain. When you heard James Earl Jones, who also was the voice of Darth Vader, you heard him say, he didn't say, Luke, I am your father. He said, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And he wasn't talking to you, and you, and you. He was talking to me. You feel me? Smash that like, y'all. Share me out. But yeah, Erica Kirk, man. Yeah, it's all one big show. Phoenix, all one big show, fam. Y'all double tap the screen. First and foremost, Let's get those likes up. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. Let's do a roll call. People who came through there. Anthony, double tap the stream. Um, Mer- Marisana Flippio, double tap that stream. Let's get them likes up. Danielle Garcia, double tap that stream. Debbie Bannister, double tap that stream. Buster, double tap that stream, fam. Let's get them likes up. 13 of y'all in here. D. Carroll, double tap that screen. JCCIDC, double tap that stream. Lukey, double tap the stream, man. Smash that like. Share me out. If you must go, make sure you double tap that screen, share me out, get over there, put on the notification bell. So when we have another one of these dope conversations, you can Harold Simmons, you said you would vote for Obama right now. Can you tell me 3 reasons why? And it's not to debate you, just as an American. You know what I mean? Let's politic. It's all good. What's your opinion on that? Tell me 3 reasons why you vote for Obama right now. It ain't under pressure, is it? That you vote and you voting for him because you feel like he can make a change? Smash that like. Shout out everybody coming through. Your opinions are greatly appreciated. The topic today is, will Obama do a better job than Trump? Did you vote for this war and economy? And you know what I mean? Who divided America? In your opinion. True indeed. On the hope and prayer. If you are enjoying the channel's content and you're learning something you didn't know, hit the like, show support, share this out, and subscribe. Salute. Definitely. Smash that like, y'all. It's 18 of y'all in here. Fluctuating like cryptocurrency. What Dougie Fresh said, we on a mission. Doom, 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 doom. Ah, yeah. Double tap that, man. Let's get it popping. Would you vote for Obama? Would you vote for Trump again? Is anybody in the chat screen that'll vote for Trump again? Ain't nothing wrong with it. The choice is yours. Would you vote for Trump again? Smash that like. Come in, come in. Let's look at the poll too. Because just because you disapprove of what he's doing, don't mean you won't vote for him. I'm pretty sure everybody that's saying that they will vote for Obama again didn't agree with everything he did. Trump disapproved 63%, approved 27%, 50-50, nobody chose. It's Obama, the Dems' fault, 10%. So even if you add up, it's the Dems' fault, 10%, which that's somebody that's pro-Trump. That's MAGA right there. Even if you add that 12 and the 27%, you're still coming up with 38%. It is not matching up to 39%. It's not matching up 38% to the disapprove of the 62%. Wow, because it's fluctuating as I'm counting. That's why. Yeah, so now it's disapproved 62%, approved 27%. Nobody chose 50-50, and 11% Obama the Dems' fault. So it's still 62% of y'all that took this poll. That's a high amount that are not in agreements with this guy. Let me see. Obama, Biden, Trump have killed all our soldiers in war. Which soldiers? They fighting these proxy wars now. The people that's getting killed is mercenaries and shit. Trump is better than the 38 gender supporting Democratic retarded asses. What's up, Scarecrow? Obama, Biden, Trump have killed all our soldiers of war. Never supported to be fought. None of our presidents have been good. True indeed. Reals, that's what it is. Ain't none of them did shit. Obama was a much better president. He had class, was and is intelligent and knew geopolitics. User, that's what it is. He was a classy brother, even though he was lying through his teeth like the rest of them and doing whatever his lobbyists wanted. He did it with class. Obama likes pizza and hot dog parties. Wow, Scarecrow. That's all you got to say? I mean, stand on some real um issues, man. You know, with mudslinging seems like you just hating. You might be a closet racist or homophobic. His respect game is truly off the wall. Right. That's all, and that all it takes sometimes is respect. No matter if I'm about to stick it in your back or snatch it out your pocket, I'm gonna do it with respect. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump, he disrespects the press corps, anybody that's around him. That lady made him run off the stage the other night on Dateline. He hauled ass. And he had no respect for her. He had went in on her, so she went in on him. See, he's one of the motherfuckers that dish it out, but can't take it. But yeah, the respect game was crazy with Obama. Please don't state somebody was lying unless you're willing to say what they lied about. Pete, can you be a little bit more clearer? A lie is a lie depending on who is saying it, okay? And then a lie don't care who tell it. Know what I mean, not saying Obama wasn't a good president, but they have all done bad, and that's six reals, and that's real. They are. You can't tell me a good president. A good president is a bad president. A good politician is a bad one. Because a good politician, he just lost and he home trying to see if he can run again. Know what I mean? If you can understand it. All this like they say AOC. AOC is the afternoon school special. She would not fit in on a geopolitical stage. She is not Margaret Thatcher. She ain't tough enough. I say they might wear dust off Condoleezza Rice. What Condoleezza at? I got tired of people like Donald Trump getting behind pulpits and saying somebody was evil or they lied or that they were treasonous and then never saying what they did, right? But that's a tactic to get them out the way. Say they are in direct of me prospering. They gotta go. They gotta go. Not Biden, but it's out. Did y'all read that? Why nobody ain't read that 192-page dojo that came out like 3 weeks ago about the DNC and Biden um going against Kamala Harris, that they directly plotted her downfall. Why nobody ain't saying nothing about that? Mary McDaniel says yes. Can you name 3 reasons why you will vote for Obama? And not the debate, just to get your opinion as an American. Donald Trump inside trade stocks market for profits and was involved with Epstein. Well, all of them was involved with Epstein. Um, Cory Booker was involved with Epstein. Even the representative for the Virgin Islands, they don't even vote and sit in the Congress, but they got representation. They was involved. Epstein, outside of all, y'all always think of the deepest, darkest, creepiest part of the shit. Outside of that, Epstein, even Donald Trump were no less the people that passed the envelope, whether it was going this way or going that way. That's so Donald Trump got a promotion. He's in middle management now. He's the executive office for the United States. You know, firm, the real corporation has a couple of these businesses. The United States is just one of them. You understand? You know that, right? Just like they put Tesla, SpaceX, and what's that other Starlink, and as that's what Elon Musk holds, and Jeff Bezos and Amazon. There's somebody that actually, or maybe even a board of trustees that owns the United States company, the LLC, fam. When I say something like Donald Trump lied, I'll tell you what he lied about. Donald Trump likes to call people liars and never say what they lied about, right? But that's a diversionary tactic. He lied. All of them lying, shit. You say, Prince, once you enter into the white man world, bad things are going to happen. Shit, Harold Simmons, you need you. Well, shit, that means the first breath you take because True indeed, this is a white man's world, and I'm not saying it in a racist aspect. I heard a European foreign dignitary talking about that they need to get their military together so that they don't have to depend on the United States so much. And then they said, well, we were a colonizing force last century. Now, not so much. He admitted that they did kind of set the tone for the world. That's crazy. That's crazy. That they was, I mean, colonizing the world. That Jay falling down with the dollar, that colonizing stuff. On a geo level, on a worldwide level, people are coming into their own, seeing their own worth. They're not propping up these empires no more. That's crazy. It's happening all over the world. It's sort of like when in the 60s when the hippies and then the Black Panthers and um the other groups and all ethnic, everybody was coming into their own. They weren't weaponizing it. They were just exalting that, hey, I'm different. And but we're all Americans. By the 70s, by the end of the 70s, won't that much money there, but the definite push to show our unity as Americans was where everybody was the free to run around and be whoever they were. It's 22 of y'all in here, man. Double tap the screen, man. Let's get them likes up, man. And if you have an opinion of would you vote for Obama, leave it underneath this live stream. Leave your opinion on what you think. Would you vote for Obama or any topic that you want to discuss? Leave your opinion. This is a political, I mean, um, chat screen, and a lot of people got a lot of different ideas. Maybe y'all might can converse, and you never know what I mean? You might learn something new from either me or somebody in the chat screen. Leave your comments, like I said, underneath it. Can y'all hype these live streams up? Because I seen this that hype stuff be on some stuff, and every time I see it on somebody's content, I hit the button. Six Real says, I will vote for Obama because of the medical care for the poor and the economy. He had us under the technology advanced, and he wouldn't vote for him, and I wouldn't vote for him because of the deleted documents of soldiers' death. What? So you lost me with that one. Logical assessment. What's going on? Good morning, fam. That Doja has less credibility than the Steel Doja funded by Clinton that falsely claimed Trump colluded with Putin to beat her. As it turns out, the only one paying the Russians was Clinton. Okay. The Hillary scandal. Okay. Seemingly Bill and Hillary might be the dirtiest of the pack when it comes to the Democrats. Hey, you know what's so crazy? Nobody ain't thought of that. Why not bring Bill Clinton back? If y'all willing to bring Obama back, why not bring Bill back? We need a slime ball in there. Being president is slime ball activities. We need Bill Clinton back. Damn, we need Bill. Because Bill gonna let you eat no matter what. He gonna do him. And I didn't really feel Bill as a Democrat. I felt him as Bill Clinton. He was doing Bill Clinton shit. Obama, 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 Obama. Have you got it yet? Only Obama will bring America back to any resemblance of great. Okay. Okay. Gwyneth Wilkes. Okay, you say Obama, 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 Obama. That's what it is. Logical assessment. If he can make a difference, he does. It's 15 of y'all in here, man. Double tap the stream. If you American, double tap the stream right now. And especially if you would vote for Obama right now, double tap the stream. If you would vote for Donald Trump right now, double tap the stream, man. We're not promoting either one. We're just asking the question. And that's just simply, would you vote for Obama right now? All of them do the same thing, just in different ways, like the moon and the sun, family. You got to understand that no good politician is a good politician. Only the bad ones are considered good politicians, family, because it's, you know what I mean. Obama already had 3 terms though, denoting what, that he was in charge. You said you vote for him. Mila Lino, you said you would vote for him. Can you name why you would vote for him? What you think Obama would bring to the table right now, or bring back to the table? Cause see it, I mean, target on Clinton BMC, right? Like we need to bring Clinton back. He's still popping. How old is Bill Clinton right now? Is he older than Trump? Trump turned 80 this year. Salute Trump for even making it to 80 though. Shit. Judges are not honorable anymore. They're just glorified tax accountants. Cops are cowards that get a badge to become the bully. I don't believe that. Some cops become cops because of something that happened to them in their life or just morality and upbringing. All cops are not bad. I mean, just like all baggers at Safeway are not good. Some people don't know to not mix the motherfucking dairy with the, you know what I mean, the kosher, you know what I mean? And judges, unless it's the Supreme Court, there are no real judges in the United States anymore. They're just lawyers that become arbitrators for the judicial system. They're just glorified arbitrators, not accountants. Police cop is a derogatory name for police. You know that, right? It comes from copper. Okay, from the copper shield that they used to wear, probably in England when they were known as bobbies and coppers, and that was just slang. That's a patois from England that we picked up calling the police the cops. It's no less calling somebody a Jew, a spick, or a nigger, if you understand. You know what I mean? The origin of it, fam. If you really want to go there with it. The police is no less like a security guard, and the sheriffs have more power. You know what I mean? Than the police. Did you know that the police are no less like armed security, and there's a certain, you know what I mean, syllabus that they got to go by to do their due diligence to maintain order. That's their job. They're like the security guard of the city. You understand what I'm saying? Armed security. That's why they go on patrol, as well as, you know, when the Navy goes out on one of these what they call them, um the tour, and they go like through on the Mediterranean tour, the Asian tour, South Asian tour, and that's no less like a security guard walking through a building because that's their job. They get paid or are signed treaties or are expected to, you know what I mean, patrol their allies waterways and make sure that, you know what I mean, as of late, the United States has been the watchdog of the seas. I don't know how it goes on out in open sea, but you know what I mean. Two genders and the rest are retarded. Oxygen deaths. Wow, man. No matter what though, it's still two genders, even if they say it. But we know that, but they should be allowed to say it because it's their right. That's sort of like next would be telling people they can't pierce their eyebrows and nose and tattoo themselves, which is coming popular again. They're gonna tell people they can't do that. You say Obama could bring Jennifer Aniston to the table. Why would he want to bring his side piece to the table when he got a full course meal and his wife? That was crazy. Why would he want to bring his side piece to the table? He gonna bring a appetizer to the table when he got a full course wife. If you want to take it there, yeah, he was linked to Jennifer Aniston. I mean, he's a human. It shows you his human side. You know what I mean? In reality, he just, you know what I mean, whatever happens and whatever he did in his personal life, his politics still good. You know what I mean? That's what we got to be able to separate the English from the Dutch. Sorry, we say logical assessment. Jennifer Aniston don't add nothing to politics. All I see is she a face that was on TV that got paid a lot of money. You know what I mean, to do a rip off of She was in a rip off of Living Single. They stole that concept for Friends. So Jennifer Aniston, yeah, she's second. He got a wife first and foremost, family. Ben Carson sucks. Ben Carson is interest driven just like Obama, but he got the wrong interest. Ben Carson sucked. Obama did his thing for whoever that was his lobbyist. He got that gender shit changed, and ain't nobody say nothing. If you said something, your ass went to jail or you lost business, or you know what I'm saying. He did what he did for his lobbyists. Y'all got to understand that. No matter who they are special interest based. Ben Carson shouldn't replace no RFK. RFK, I didn't know he was a little bodybuilder. His little crazy ass. I think he might work out. He might know something because only a person that's healthy knows about health. You know what I'm saying? And then again, somebody that's unhealthy might know because they could tell you all the signs by, you know what I mean, monitoring and, you know what I mean, by their data and analytics. But only a person that's healthy can tell you about health. That's I would only listen to a person that's healthy. You know what I'm saying? I would, you know what I mean? When I'm talking about like those people that read the cereal box and know all these different numbers for the colors, and that's the color red. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do. The fuck they gonna put Ben Carson in there to do? What Ben Carson last job was? It ain't had nothing to do with health and science. What the fuck? You say Obama was a puppet. You name one president, one person that's in government that's not a puppet. Name one county sheriff that's not a puppet, dude. You say Obama was a puppet. All of them were puppets. Soft coin porn changed after Obama and Epstein had. What the fuck? Whatever happened to his raw milk push? Probably it was the process of transport that shit. A lot of these ideas, you got to think how are they gonna get it into fruition? That raw milk. I mean, that's some different beast. Autistic versus retarded. It's two different things. It's two autistic and retarded is two different things, fam. And one of them was a go to for people that didn't want to realize that kids just had muscular dystrophy or some other. You know what I mean? When they was calling kids retarded, but then come to find out they had muscular dystrophy. They didn't want to do their job. Obama, aka the deporter in chief, and the brown bomber. That's what it is. Way, what's up with you? Name three reasons you wouldn't vote for Obama, because it's clear from your what you said. And I'm talking the way. Name three reasons you wouldn't vote for Obama. What's going on, MD Shaquille? Terrorist USA, Trump. You got all them flags. You took your time to write that, fam. You ain't got shit else to do. I can tell, because yo, it's 20 of y'all in here and there's 6 likes. Come on, man. Show some integrity. Wait, what the fuck? MD Shaquille. Wayniac. Okay, I see it now. Wayniac. George Brookins. Have y'all double tapped that stream, man, and shared me out? Okay, Wayniac. Got you. I see it now. Thanks for that. And I see it too. You lucky number 7. Carson was HUD, right? Come on. He can't go into health. HUD is what? Section 8 project housing. You know what I mean? SNAP vouchers with that fucking block cheese and them white and black boxes of macaroni and that fucking meat shit. He don't know nothing about health. All he know about is fucking somebody health up by placing these people in these asbestos lace shelters. You can't even call them homes. Projects are home. They're just that, projects. So project hence the name because they'll never be finished. And then they can easily tear them down. Also, it's just a project. Tear it down. Smash that like. So tax money. Stephanie Murray lives in Litchfield Park, Arizona, works for city of Peoria, has stolen over 100K in federal and state tax money for disabled veterans. So Peoria, that's Indiana somewhere. Where's Peoria? So she living in one state, working in another state, stealing money. But you know who I fault? Whoever hired her. That's their problem, fam. You got to get in touch with HR with that one. How does that affect Americans, man? I mean, the government cheese made 80 school pizza fire. You know, the government cheese was actually good cheese because the government made every cheesemaker in the country donate You know what I mean? A certain amount of their dairy products to that fund. Y'all do realize that, right? And that government cheese was pretty good if you knew how to go to the butcher and tell them slice that motherfucker thin. That bitch tastes like Gouda. Gouda on a motherfucking grilled cheese. Even the butter. Take a little pat of that real butter. Motherfuckers was so used to so much fake stuff that when they was issuing out, it smelled funny to you and everything because you so used to back then they was pushing margarine real heavy. And you notice that kids was having acne and stuff like and they'll be like, oh no, it's just your teenage years. Man, this kid's born now, face smooth the motherfucker ain't even never go through the acne stuff. It was because they was experimenting with a lot of these crazy food ideas with us in the 70s and 80s. What's my thoughts on the Carmelo Anthony verdict, Waniac? My thoughts on it is I feel them on both sides of the coin. Somebody lost their son and somebody lost their son. I say it was insufficient counsel, and I blame his parents for that because we to go, baby. We to go work out. That's what it is. Looking good too. Hmm. Good. I'm on ink. But anyway, you know, I feel like his parents dropped the ball on that shit. You know what I'm saying? They should have got a real lawyer, not no for no publicity and doing it for the gram. Too many we get caught up in what's popular than what's right and what's gonna, you know what I mean? Fuck what's popular. I'm gonna do what's right. But I think he shouldn't have had the knife, but he should have had the knife. But and then also you got to look at both of them background. Won't neither one of them an angel. So when lions collide, it just so happened one of them fell fatally. It's like that. Mutual. I think they was mutual combatants, though. I don't think he deserved 35 years. Yeah, Illinois, Peoria. Ain't Richard Pryor from Peoria? That's the first time I ever heard the word Peoria. And then it was something else that was in Peoria. But I know Richard Pryor is from Peoria, right? Illinois. Woo. Illinois, that's a tough state. That they like New Yorkers and people from Los Angeles and got there going Californians. Kids killing kids over whore support, not child support. Peoria, Arizona. Okay. Whores, prostitutes. I don't know what the fuck it identify as. Wow, what's going on with you, WTF Bang? You sound like a Proud Boy. All of that stuff is what the Proud Boys say. Fathers against whore support. Yo, it depends on who you sleep. You got it, and if you got a baby by a woman that you referring to as a whore, you need to check yourself because you're sleeping with whores. So that's the solve that right there. Stop sleeping with whores. And I'm gonna say that there. Asbestos, roads, paint, shingles, etc. How Trump to blame? Shit, we got to blame the government in general for doing that. And Trump's to blame because he hasn't done nothing to fix it. What has Trump done in the infrastructure besides build a bunch of or put out the blueprint to build a bunch of bullshit? Why aren't you fixing the infrastructure in the United States? You're trying to build an arch to triumph and mean one shit. You're still trying to negotiate with Iran. Why are you thinking about, you know what I'm saying, all these statues and shit when you ain't done? Can y'all see that? He is doing nothing for the infrastructure. What about that road that's supposed to run from Canada to Mexico to establish our trade routes and stuff? What is that called? The NAFTA, the North American Fair Trade shit. What happened to developing that? Know what I mean? This shit crazy that anybody even would defend some shit like that. I'm not saying he doesn't have the right to do whatever he's doing because he does. He's the president. To the victor go the spoils. But I'm speaking on it. Why the fuck ain't nobody like, yo, don't build no statue. Go get the road still knocked out from when he was coming in. It was all those storms and from Florida, Tampa area. Is Tampa area back up and running? Nobody in Tampa should be hungry, thirsty, without shelter because he's doing too much outside of making America great again. That's all I'm saying. Live up to what the fuck they voted you in for. Because bring back 50-50 custody. And it depends on the 50-50 custody, Waniac. Are you 50-50 custody material? Are you mature enough? Are you ready to take care of child on your own? That's the things that we got. Just don't bring it back. You mean Trump had to fix and counter but launch the last 20 years prior? Bolo Lance. What the fuck is Bolo Lance? I live like 20 minutes from DC, not gonna lie, the reflection pools look so much better. Waniac. And I'm always in DC. Go through my motherfucking shit. I'm always out there touching and watching the monument and all that shit. I haven't seen the pool. Were you out there in um what's outside of DC? I don't know why I'm having a brain shit, man. Is it Fredericksburg or not? It ain't Fredericksburg. It's what's the outside of DC called, man? The Virginia side, Fredericksburg, PG County, and all that. That's what it is, Wayne. That's what it is. Did you go over there and see the UFC thing that's inside in front of the White House? Because that's right by the. As soon as you look right there, can you see it from the reflection pool over that way? Right, I know it's Virginia, but I'm trying to figure out. I know the area. I just can't think of the name right now. They got one of the highest cost of livings, and they make the most money in that area because it's a bunch of federal workers, so they consider their job stable. But I don't know about now. Woodbridge and all that stuff, man. Alexandria, smash that like y'all. You think Bush one didn't have not man? All of them know about that 9/11 stuff, man. Smash that like I like the Bushes though. Up until Joe Biden got in office, the presidents was dirty, but they wasn't getting involved in the infrastructure by stopping Americans from getting subsidies. You know, taking a little bit of money out of the slush fund of America. You could get your food stamps, your Medicaid, Medicare, Section 8. You know, shit was popping. You know, now once like Biden on up, Biden, Trump, Obama, all of these people, they kind of got a chance to run it, and they seeing how the old mustaches been wetting their beak, also letting the wolves eat with them. You know what I mean? When wolves don't fucking feed wolves, wolves eat wolves, and the old mustaches seem to understand that. These new politicians, which Trump ain't even a politician, he's a businessman. He's running the shit for the army. The army hired a businessman to run it. I mean, the military hired a businessman. And in reply to the dude that thought Obama had 2 terms, you voted for a partner of Epstein twice. If you can do that, still pretend to be saying you can bring back Obama for another two. Guess what, Gwen? Obama was down with Epstein too. You can't avoid it. All of them were. Whether it was on the freaky side or smashing them envelopes in each other's hands. You know that all of them are they work for the same company. You do realize that, right? Right, but that was the biggest diversion. You know what I mean? Can you imagine what would happen now if something like that, if Bill Clinton would have did it now, he would have went Vizzy viral. He'll be a billionaire off of that if he did the shit and they sold the tape in this climate. Did you ever make more in government food stamps and free cash than working? Did I? I ain't never had any of that. I always been a hustler. Even if I had a 9 to 5, I always been, and that don't mean on the criminal side of it. I always had a T-shirt or um, a piece of merch or something to sell. I learned from the best. I mean, have more than one money stream. That ain't new to me. I ain't never had to get none of that. I've lived amongst people and watched them survive off of it. And yes, times people get more than a check because back then, and we got to consider the era that I came up in, like we just was discussing earlier, that the dollar is different now. You know what I mean? The dollar is weak as fuck. When I came up, the dollar was the dollar. You can take a dollar and catch the bus. You can take a dollar and buy 2 sodas, a bag of chips, and the candy bar, and get some penny candy. The penny was even something. You can get 3 pieces of candy for a penny when I was a kid. So with the yeah, I'm from the '70s too. Did you know the power of a dollar? We in the '70s, it was so many ways to get money. You could go get some bottles and take them back to the store. They give you 10 cent a bottle, 25% of 25 cent a bottle, 5% a bottle, depending on what the bottle was and the color, all kind of shit. Smash that like y'all. You got to go now. What the fuck? I don't take no disrespect with Michelle Obama because she's a black woman. That means you disrespect her. You disrespect any black woman, and knowing that that lady is not a tranny. So you know what? You know what Donald Trump would say right now? You're fired. Hit the showers, homie. Come back in with your new joint. You was good up until then, fam. I'm sitting here reading it like, wow. Why can't we all just get along? This ain't one of those channels, family. This is a channel for Americans, family. No matter, even if we are Republican, Democratic, Socialist, non-political. I mean, even if we the Knicks, we American, not just dissing each other like that. You know that Michelle Obama is a woman, and you spit on her name, you spit on my mama name. I don't play that. Maximum libertarian. Can you explain to me what a maximum libertarian is? And you said no. Could you name three reasons why you wouldn't vote for Obama? And it's not to debate, just to get your opinion as an American. We also had better teachers, parents, roles, and right, because they put more into being an American. America is the um number one company out there, and seemingly China's taking over with ain't that shit the bootleg company taking over the world. The Timu company taking over the world when the real company ain't putting 100% ingredients in its product, and which the product is Americans. America is not putting nothing into their product, the product of Americans, man. That's what we got to get back to. Teachers, parents, roles, and no deficit. No, we shouldn't have a bill. If we got money to send somewhere else, we shouldn't owe nothing. You understand? And nobody here should be hungry or go on without. Puerto Ricans and blacks. Africans in Africa, family. That's what we got to get away from too, go. Remember in 70s, they didn't even call them African Americans. In the 70s was the height of the Negro stage of the name of the original black man. Smash that light. Oh Lord, that black baby. Yeah, 35 years, Chuck. What's up with your family? What part of the country you in? What's up with you? 35. Chuck, and I didn't know Texas sentenced you that day. Where I'm from, they give you a sentencing. You get a sentencing date. Sometimes people push it back and be on bond and chilling. I did not know. He immediately is thrust into the fucking lion's den. Now that's gonna be that's why I had that tag yesterday. Was he the face of civil rights? Because maybe he killed the guy or whatever happened, but was his civil rights violated in their fervor to get him found guilty? Just because he's guilty don't mean he got to get trashed. There still is a protocol that he is, you know what I mean, afforded. Smash that like y'all. Thanks everybody for coming through. That's what it is. Uh-oh. Smash that like, man. But that's crazy, man. Wow. Uh-oh. There you go. Foreign policy, Affordable Care Act, and IRS targeting. What y'all think about Trump checkmating the IRS? Now they can't audit him. Why you need to do that if you ain't doing nothing shaky? They can't audit him or his family. Ain't that crazy? But now some of y'all will go for it. Maximum Libertarian. What's the last book you read? Smash that like y'all. It's 10 likes, 10 people, 14 people. We fluctuating like cryptocurrency. What y'all think about the Bitcoin situation? And for all of y'all that got a 401k, and which is probably all of y'all, seem like a pretty intelligent, hardworking crew that paid their taxes. Y'all know that y'all 401ks are now being invested in Elon Musk. That was his, I mean, payback for invested in Donald Trump and them. Everybody 401k is being invested in Starlink, um, Tesla, and what's the other one he got? Starlink, Tesla, and well, whatever. SpaceX. All the money is go, and which I understand it because the future is in space. Everything on the planet, y'all got a stamp on. Even Antarctica, which they don't let us know what's going on with it. But space is the new frontier, And similarly, Elon Musk does have a grasp on that. So I say you about to invest in SpaceX. I've been doing my research on that shit, Chuck. That shit really about to pop off. I'm gonna get me some of it, and I'm gonna use some extras because you never can tell. They might be about to pull the rug on us, but it seemingly like it's like one of those you better have got in on Bitcoin when they told you to. You know what I'm saying? A small investment might become a comfortable, you know what I mean, investment. Smash that like statewide home buyer. Hell yeah. How much did you sell the last house you sold for? What's the climate with the houses? I'm looking for a three, a three, 2.5 backyard, maybe even a mother-in-law suite hooked onto it. Statewide home buyer. And man, and I want this on the southern east coast. Smash that like. What would you suggest? What's a good state to get a three, 2.5? That means I want two of the bedrooms to be master bedrooms with a bathroom, or even just a master bedroom with a bathroom in it, full bathroom, and a regular bedroom with a full bathroom in it, and a half for the hallway downstairs. If it's an upstairs establishment, smash that like y'all. Would you vote for Obama right now? 5 of y'all in here. Would you vote for Obama right now, fam? Let's look at the poll also. The question was Trump disapprove 64%, approve 25%, 50-50, 3%. It's Obama and the Dems fault, 8%. Smash that like. Come in, come in, come in. Share me out. Would you vote for Obama right now? Is the topic. And leave a comment underneath these live streams too, for those of us that catch us on the playback. And let me know what's your opinion on it. Would you vote for Obama, whether you would or not? Even your opinion on Donald Trump and what's been going on as of late. Is he living up to MAGA like he, I mean, promised? Double tap that stream, y'all. Share me out. Let's get this popping this morning. Smash that like. Share me out. Share me out. Share me out. There's 5 of y'all sneaking and peeking, peeking and geeking. Have you got over there and turned on the notification bell, man? So we can engage in these dope conversations. Shout out everybody, all my international people that come through, everybody up north, down south, east, west, midwest. Shout out everybody that just come through and participate. All my fellow Americans, like my boy Steve says. Shout out all my fellow Americans, man. Shout out Steve, man. Shout out all my super supporters. And y'all know we got the BMC E-Bike Foundation. Nightbot just dropped the link to the cash out. $1 if you want to contribute to the e-bike fund. You know what I mean? We moving steady. You know what I mean? Let's get there. If you want to contribute and help us, we're trying to get a e-bike so that we can hit the city, you know what I mean? And maybe get some exercise in and then have a fallback that you know what I'm saying? But and you know, we're just trying to engage. And if you want to contribute, $1, the cash app is posted. I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna they got this new thing on Cash App called a pool. So I might make one of those because of what they say with a pool, you can pay with any of these electronic pay services. So a lot of people don't have Cash App. Some people got PayPal, some people got Zelle. And y'all know all those apps are in competition with the dollar too, fam. Smash that like Obama was a great president while Trump is the king of the morons. Okay, user, can you give me some comparison where you would consider Obama would be doing a good job at that, where Trump is fucking up? What's the comparison? Because king of the morons ain't really. I mean, because I'm pretty sure somebody said no back saying no. Obama was a moron, or you know what I mean. Right now, Auntie Bunker would have called Obama a pinko commie, among other things. But smash that like, y'all. There's 11 of y'all in here, man. Let's get them lights up, man. Let's get them lights up. Smash that like, y'all. Would you vote for Obama? Obama was a great president while Trump is the king of the morons, says user. So Trump ain't doing nothing that you satisfied with, user. Trump ain't doing nothing you satisfied with. That's crazy. Smash that like, y'all. Shut me out, man. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the globe. The topic is: would Obama do a better job than Trump? Would you vote for Obama right now? Who divided America? Did you vote for this war in the economy? This gas is out of this world. Did you vote for this stuff? Because it baffles me when somebody comes in and says they voted for to pay $10 gas and $13 for a carton of eggs. This is crazy. Like, you voted for to have all this shit going on. You voted for this. Right? Some people are just that blinded by whatever's going on right now. Some people like pain. They don't feel like it's real unless it hurts. I guess. I mean, I ran across people like that. They don't really realize they don't realize it's real unless it hurts. Smash that like, y'all. Shut me out. Smash that like, y'all. Let's get them likes up, fam. You said you'll vote for Obama in a second. Name 3 reasons why you'll vote for Obama in a second, Cliff. And it's not to debate you, just to see where you at as an American. Smash that like, y'all. Share me out. Cliff Green. Name 3 reasons. Obama was a great president, while Trump was the king of morons. You was saying earlier in the chat screen. What's your opinion on that? Is anybody in the chat that will agree that Obama and Trump did their thing? Is anybody in the chat screen that would agree that Obama and Trump did their thing though? Smash that like, y'all. Share me out. 6 of y'all in here. Have y'all all double tapped the stream, man? Would you vote for Obama? Would you vote for Obama right now? Smash that like, y'all. Share me out. 6 of y'all in here, man. Would you vote for Obama right now? 8 of y'all in here. We fluctuating. As you come in, double tap the stream, man. It's free. It's not the electric chair. Smash that like. Shout out everybody coming through. It's 8 of y'all. Would you vote for Obama, or why would you not vote for Obama? What's your opinion? Greatly appreciated. Give it. Would you vote for Obama right now? In this climate of what's going on, would you vote for Obama right now? Smash that like, y'all. Shut me out. Would you vote for Obama right now? This is the topic. Right now, it'll be the same effect that Donald Trump had on America. People weren't necessarily voting for Trump. They were supposed to vote against the Democrats. Ain't that crazy? Did you vote for Trump or against the Democrats? You see what I'm saying? A lot of people were so disgruntled, and the only option was Donald Trump. It wasn't even necessary that they was a MAGA or a Trump supporter. You know what I mean? A lot of people just voted because they was voting against the, you know what I mean? Democrats. You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked the question: did you vote for Trump or against the Democrats? Because a lot of people were disgruntled with how the Democrats' politics was going. Like their politics was fucked over. They won't have, you know what I mean? The Democrats run politics like a school system runs schools. Some of them they don't put that much into the students, but everybody want to get paid. Trump running America like the manager at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? And what's so crazy, he's the manager at Walmart, but he used to be the manager at Food Line. He got ran out of there. That's what I said. This shit is crazy if you understand politics. And people be like, a good politician. A good politician is a bad politician. Because politicians they gotta do dirt for them to be prosperous at what they do. Some dirt has to be involved. And once they realize that you get paid to do dirt, or the politicians get paid to co-sign somebody doing dirt or pushing somebody else's, you know what I mean? They get paid for that shit by way of lobbyists. The number one puppet master is whoever is behind the number one lobbyist group that's in America. That's why the LGBTQ community has so much success and getting a lot of stuff that they wanted. Black people will never have success unless they invest in themselves and start being lobbyists for shit. They gotta start lobbying, man. They gotta stop looking at their vote as something that has to be given to a particular group, unless that particular group got something to offer. You feel me, fam? Black people gotta stop fucking looking at themselves as just, you know what I mean? They gotta know the valuable asset they are, and that, you know what I mean? Obama is a greedy terrorist whose surprise is now worth 70 mil, as he should be. He should be a billion. He's as treasonous as they come and should be tried for high treason and face the punishment. Man, you don't think he worked up $70 million worth of content alone, just content, books, audio books, his face on shirts and people interviewing him. You don't think he worked up 70 million? I think so, because his interviews got to be like at $1 million. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. What's going on with you, Lizette, Kadir Pakwan? I ain't heard from you, bro. What's going on? It's mango season too. What's up with them mangoes, Lizette? What you been cooking lately? Shout out Lizette Pakwan, Salam family. You know what I mean? Shout out all my international peoples, man. How you been over there in Karachi? Shout out all my international peoples, man. That's what it is. Stay connected worldwide. Lizette, what you been cooking lately, family? Obama focused government led economic recovery and expanded social programs, while Trump emphasized tax cuts, deregulation, and market driven growth to stimulate the economy. I don't see where Trump is stimulating the economy at all. I see where Trump is a puppet. Well, Obama was a puppet for the LGBTQ plus because they were his number one lobbyists. And now I see Trump is a puppet for the oligarchs and the people that are associated with it. Oligarchs, which is the military infrastructure. The military has hired Trump to represent them because we ran by the military. That's why you don't hear them. The military generals ain't grumbling, ain't saying shit about it. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for that thumbs up, Lizette. And you know what I mean? For whatever reason, that while we here on this chat screen, you might lost commission. I say Allah Hafez too, brother. Right, right. That Trump was hired by the military. That's who running this shit, the military. With all this space shit, the military. All this internet shit, the military. Central intelligence. You know what I mean? If you can't see it, that the two parties don't matter now. That's just for distraction for so much for us to play with. The military is running this shit. The military ain't saying shit. They with it because they doing. Trump is doing what. Notice everything he doing is like military moves. They got the politician out the way because the politician wasted the money. The military, everything is military action. Everything he doing, he ain't doing nothing that's infrastructure because that would mean the military will have to implode. And then when he does, he use military tactics, ICE, um, and pretty soon they might even make ICE a part of the military. Smash that like y'all. 7 of y'all in here. Let's get them up, get them up, get them up, get them up. If you can't see it, Donald Trump is not pro politician. He's pro military. It's the age of the warmonger. He's representing the generals. But you'll say, no, he's representing Israel. And y'all didn't even peep the other day that Israel is merging their military. They merging their army, which that's all that shit is, with our military. You know, we got 360. We air, land, sea. You know what I'm saying? They mixing, they integrated their military force with ours. So that means they will forever have all our information, military intelligence that has a great deal of information on the American people, what we like, what we don't like, you know what I mean? Where we spend our money at, who we spend our money with, what kind of porn we watch. They know. And now Israel, a foreign entity is gonna have privy to that. Smash that like that Israel might be a satellite for American military. You just never know. It might be a branch of it because I'm gonna tell you something. The things that we all believe are just a speculation and hypothesis because everybody has their belief of what's really going on. Everybody in America, every American, to be American, you know, we got in common. We all conspiracy theorists. That's all we do is think of it. You know what? You know what I mean? It's the Jews. It's Epstein. It's so what's in China? So is it the Jews in China too? You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's Buddha in China, huh? It's the Buddhists. We got a bunch of conspiracy theories going on. Everybody. And don't nobody know what the fuck. Smash that like y'all. Shut me out. What y'all got going on? Shout out everybody coming through showing BMC that support. Smash that like. If y'all can't see it, that's Trump's super special interest group. Well, Obama was backed by the LGBTQ, to be honest. They was his number one lobbyist. They put the money in his war chest from their war chest that they made off of all these organizations that they fund. I'm telling y'all, not realizing the LGBTQ has came out of nowhere. I don't know who they were before they were the LGBTQ because they weren't the LGB because it's two different things. But that LGBTQ, they came out of nowhere and they funded No Kings. It's evident who pays for all that parking and those signs. And the permit to do it. Somebody has to. Follow the money if you want to know who's really in power. They funded the whole Black Lives Matter, and they even populated, because when I used to go to them joints, everybody that was black there, they was there as an observer. They won't really participate, and black people won't send in a bunch of money. Black people don't donate to causes. That cause was supposed to benefit them. So why would they send money to it? That's what y'all don't understand. Black Lives Matter built all the white people with white guilt that was donating to Black Lives Matter behind the scenes, sending their little cash apps and PayPals. Black people was looking like, you don't have to tell me I'm not. I know I'm not as sure as I get up every day, put my clothes on, and be me. But that Black Lives Matter, it was a scam. It was a business move. It worked well for them too, but not too well. They ain't get but a couple of million out of it. That ain't shit in today's world. And you got to split it with a bunch of other greedy motherfucking LGBTQs. Trump actually thought he was king. There wouldn't be no king's protest allowed. But that's just for every protagonist, there's an antagonist. He didn't really think he was king. That was just what he was pushing to keep your mind twisted, knowing that he ain't king, he's a general, no less. Because remember, not only is he exercising his right with the executive orders, y'all not people that he exercising his right with his military orders too. That's why the military is not saying nothing. Trump is utilizing his executive orders and the military because he is in charge, the commander in chief of the military. That's like when the Romans had those Praetorian guards to protect them, and they were more powerful than the Caesars at one time. They was making whoever they wanted to be in power. The Praetorian guards, the ones that wear those purple capes, and it's akin to like the Pope even have his Swiss guards that none of his guards can be but from Switzerland. He don't use nobody else but the Swiss guard because they was known for their loyalty and fighting skills. Yeah, and their neutrality and a lot of shit because of that. Because there'll be sometimes I'm wondering like the Swiss were mercenaries, so sometimes brother fought brother, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? It was business because they probably was mercenaries on both sides. Smash that like y'all. But yeah, Trump, y'all is forgetting that Trump is exercising his power as the commander in chief. That's who he is. He's no less a warmonger, a war hawk, a general by appointment. He no less like when people. Did you see the strongmans like Joseph Stalin and Nicholas Ceausescu and all those people? They have a chest full of medals, but they ain't done shit. You be like, what is that medal for? That shit be like for. I went to the doctor the other day. Generic achievement. What the fuck? They be having a chest full of medals. You know what I'm saying? The military structure, in my opinion, is running shit right now, fam. They're running plays because everything. Only person that's benefiting is the military war infrastructure because they selling weapons and they solidifying. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of things that's dealing with geopolitics is mixed in with the military. Missiles and bases being closed. The military has decided to get away from Europe and get more Asia friendly. And you having peak. They're pushing us more. We've been directing our attention too much to the other side of the water. You know what I'm saying? And I see it. We're becoming more Asian friendly. You know? Closing in that gap. You know what I mean? I see it happening. All our allies, as we call them, are now damn near frenemies. But our enemies are frenemies because we going over there hugging our enemies. And I said us as in the United States, we go over there hugging our enemies, bowing and shit, standing in front of the heavens, gate temple or whatever that shit is, but they dissing people that had old alliances with, which I get it because if it ain't working, you know what I mean? You have to switch up your brand. But for sure, man. For sure. It's a different time we living in though. Shit changed now. Shit changed like a motherfucker. The shit that was going last year, even on a geopolitical standpoint, the shit that was going on last year can't go on this year because there's a few countries that don't exist in their physical form like they did last year. Iran is not the same Iran from last year. Oh shit. Iran is not the same Iran. Um Venezuela is not the same Venezuela that it was last year. A new world order has been instituted. Smash that like, y'all. Shut me out. What y'all got going on? Would you vote for Obama right now? It's the topic. But if y'all can't see that the United States is being ran by the military infrastructure, no doubt about it. This be military, no doubt about it. Just even with the moves that's being made, you know what I'm saying? You can see the moves that's being made in the street. You know what I mean? It's military. Ain't nothing civilian about it. But I have not seen that. One person think of that or even just mention it that. Maybe it's the military. Is it the military? Exactly. That's why they're the main tool being implemented on this wild shit that we endeavoring on as Americans. But they're not saying nothing. Not even the soldiers are complaining. That's not a red light, that's not a green light. Not even the soldiers are complaining. And they say they're not feeding them and all this shit. Y'all notice that? The veterans got plenty of shit to say, but the soldiers ain't saying nothing. That don't seem strange to you. The military is in full compliance with what's going on. Huh? Why are they fighting in the streets? Why are they up in arms to take it to their social media sites complaining that they're not with this going to war shit? Maybe they are. I haven't seen it. And I'm talking about the ones that matter. For whatever reason, people that go in the military, some of them might have a gripe and it don't even got nothing to do with what's going on right now. But I'm saying, why ain't the military in those streets complaining? Why are they complacent with it? Seemingly they complacent. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know. But from what I'm seeing, why ain't the military? You know what I'm saying? Because they're probably at the root of it. The military infrastructure is in power. I mean, with the Democratic infrastructure and the Republican infrastructure are not being included, and that's the only way I can explain it. Or that's my opinion. That's why the Democrats and the Republicans are looked at as useless and not being included in what's going on because it's the military. Smash that leg. Deep state is in power. Right. Right. You say America been at war since 1776. Wow. It has. And the Revolutionary War didn't stop Britain from attacking us because the War of 1812. Smash that like, y'all. Yeah, that's what I would say. Donald Trump is a member of deep state. And they probably don't like the way he's so narcissistic that he can't stay out the limelight. They want him to stay to the strip. But Donald Trump is popping up at fucking basketball games. He's gonna turn the White House into a goddamn to Netflix. He got fucking his wife doing movies there and shit. Um, he got that UFC shit out front. That boy crazy. And he rebuilding the ballroom shit. Many Americans has been at war since 1930, 1935, the Great Depression. Right. And the Great Depression is when they started using a lot of Americans as a bargaining chip too, after the Great Depression. When they went to whoever was running the shit, the federal government of the world, and bargained everybody life at 18 years old was considered maturity. They should be up and running, at least able to make a minimum wage. So you're a bargaining chip. And then when they box you out, like give you a felony or something, they know you can't make a minimum wage. They make you the product and they sell you to the prison infrastructure. But they also is where the prison infrastructure is allowed to sell you back I mean, because I still don't understand why they would spend a bunch of money to seemingly house somebody that's incarcerated as opposed of the rehabilitation of that person. They'll spend 40 grand to house your ass. But it won't even be about housing you. Some of that time it'll be to feed the ecosystem, an economy, because some of these prisons would be the only thing in town. There's no replenishment center or nothing. It's just that, the penitentiary. So I understand the concept. Smash that like, y'all. Yeah, I seen the Hunger Games vaguely, where everybody fighting for theirs. What's the basis of the Hunger Games, matter of fact? Yeah, no, and prisons make money for the counties too, not for the state, because most of these prisons are federally funded and independent now. Prisons sometimes, and there's a prison in my state that's a part of the housing, so they consider everybody at the prison a constituent living in that county too. So when they count the county's population, they count those prisoners because even no matter what, they are residents in that, and then where they live at is considered like a project. So they get a lot of HUD subsidizing too for the prison. And if the prison got enough to be a supermax, so it's always gonna be booming. And that's crazy. The prison and it's designed to empower low income people in that area with jobs in that rural area. That's the smash that like, y'all. What's going on, Michael? Not everybody. Not the rap industry is white folks. Who owns the rap industry? You said about the rap industry. Don't know rappers invest in it. The rappers were the number one promotional tool to advertise it because all they talk about is selling drugs and going to jail and getting out and cutting people face in jail. So they were the number one promoters of it. They were the number one brand ambassadors for the private prisons, but they don't own none of it. The same people that own rappers don't own rap. So you said the rap people, yeah, they push the ideology for them. Both style deeply divided Americans, electric turning policy political base into intense cultural and ideological batteries. Yeah, by rap industry. Yeah, the rap industry is white folks. The same people that own the rap industry own music in general. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the industry, but the industry seemingly is owned by another industry. If y'all didn't know, like Sony, the music industry, they are heavily, you know what I mean, invested in PlayStation. What people don't realize, and is an S corporation. A lot of times when you say the rap industry, is all of that shit is together because Michael Jackson, by buying that Sony ATV music catalog in the 80s, he saved Sony's technology side. He put some money into their shit, in which they owed him so much money, they gave him stock in the company. And when he got that stock in the company, that gave him leverage. That's how he got that Sony ATV because the it wasn't cash that it was backed by. It was backed by his stock in Sony, and then Sony managed to parlay that into PlayStation 5 and it's still around. That's Michael Jackson's relevance to, you know what I mean, the world too. Y'all don't understand. That boy was smart with it. No, they ain't questionable. That's what happened. Sony got there going, came out with the Walkman in the 80s and they lost their shirt because the Walkman was not copyrighted right. And so many people in China and Japan and all over the world copyrighted that shit. And matter of fact, they made it a little bit better. But Sony made their money off of it. Then they lost their shirt because soon after they invented the Walkman with the tape, the CD player became popular. So now is a race to not only lock down your position in a industry that you created, is a race to you know what I'm saying. Did the indigenous Moorish mobility have anything to do with what's happening now? Uh, to a great deal, yes, because y'all know that the Moors were not only in Spain, they were in Italy at the same time. Because the reason we never heard that they was in Italy, because at that time that part of Italy was Spain. I'm talking about Sicily and Naples and southern Spain was Spain. Spain was a kingdom, and Italy was just like a bunch of um, little kingdoms. Spain was a, you know what I mean, a nation. Smash that like y'all. Share me out. Smash that like y'all. Okay, what y'all doing today? Um, some uh some eggs and cheese with tomatoes, onions, and broccoli. Maybe some bacon and some toast. A little something for the family. We about to break bread in a little bit when my lady come back from working out. She wouldn't get her workout on. You know how that go. Little something, break bread, breakfast with the family. You know, it's always good to break fast with the family, fam. That's a good time to install unity, or when if there's something going on, it's a good time to discuss it, or whatever, off of a good, you know what I mean, coming off a good meal, or engaging in a good meal. Always break fast, break breakfast, or whenever with your loved ones. Smash that like. Okay, Secrets of the Living, working on your garden sounds good. Have a great day. You too, family. Secrets of a Living System. What you growing in your garden? And do you got a green thumb, or you bullshitting? Do you have a green thumb, or are you bullshit? What's up, baby?
You know, what's that man? Who's that man called on the money? Is a man
George Washington.
Yeah, George Washington.
What
he lost the tooth. Then his tooth never grows back. So they'll use a donkey tooth.
For George Washington?
Okay. And then it got hurt, and then he couldn't smile. So that's why he don't smile and all money.
Maybe he don't smile because the dollar ain't worth shit no more. On the money.
But no. Huh? No. Daddy, look.
Let me see, baby. Ooh, perfect pirouette. That's what it is.
I forgot my balance.
Okay, you got good balance.
Can you stand for 10 seconds? Huh? Can you stand for 10 seconds? Wait. I gotta put your hand on the wall.
Smash that like, y'all. Share me out. Oh. Smash that like, y'all. But I would not be surprised if we found out that the military is behind all of this shit. It would not surprise me if they came out and said the military was actually all this conspiracy theory shit. Because it all leads back to the military. Even the money. Smash that like, y'all. Send me out. Military fam. Smash that like it's 5 of y'all in here. Would you vote for Obama? Make sure y'all taking the vote also. Make sure y'all taking the vote too. Would you vote for Obama? I need y'all. I need to ask who the people really think is running shit. Smash that like y'all. Shut me out. Smash that like y'all. Shut me out. You said you wouldn't even vote for anyone that we think could run. Right. I say bring it back like Bill Clinton. Nobody even looking at Bill Clinton because they'll come and start saying some bad shit that he did or remember he was doing this. All of them do bad shit, but I mean we gotta look. Sometimes we might if we are gonna bring one of these old people in, bring one with some experience. Smash that like y'all. Share me out. Smash that like. What's going on, Tia? Hold on, I'm gonna post that link too. Hold on. Smash that like, y'all. Shut me up. Austin Metcalf, what's going on, fam? Sorry that had that happen to you. What's up with you? Y'all can make some crazy ass fucking Gmails. What's going on, Austin Metcalf? Chilling, man. So you was Charlie Kirk is dead. You done changed your shit up. Austin Metcalf now. Way to assimilate. Ah, you terrible. Y'all can make some crazy ass names. But I understand it. It's the sound of the time. You know it's the sound of the times when it's cool to spook somebody's death. Although I don't see nothing wrong with it. I know it's all in comedy. But once you Charlie Kirk is dead, you done beat him to it. You gotta stop making web pages for these things. You gotta start making web pages and interact with these names that you're using too. Seekers of a living system. Clinton ripped me off for my life work with Epstein crew. I got nothing. They made trillions over the years. Not kidding. They made a living system that standards of science in the world. What's a living system? Secrets of living systems. What is that? Can you explain it to me? Austin Metcalf is dead. Smash that like. Share me out, y'all. Be y'all in here. Greatly appreciated, family. Let's get them likes up as you come in. But yeah, ain't it crazy that the moment somebody dies, they become fair game, and they become fair game. The moment somebody dies, they become fair game, and that depends on who that somebody is. So let me rephrase that because it was at a time that doing something like changing your Gmail to Charlie Kirk was dead. Is dead. Is correct. Would have been. It depended on who you were enough to get you fired. Y'all forgot that a couple of months ago when Charlie Kirk was killed. You could not say nothing about Charlie Kirk without being admonished. And the spearhead was led by the Trump administration. You couldn't say nothing about dude. Nothing at all. Well, you were blacklisted. And now his name is not even mentioned. You don't hear Trump say nothing about Charlie Kirk. That's it. Smash that like y'all. Smash that like y'all. Share me out. What's going on? Pod me in the background. Get it in for the family. Making breakfast for my family. You know, Smash that like. Would you vote for Obama right now? That's the topic. Would Obama do a better job than Trump right now in this climate, in your opinion? Smash that like, y'all. Shut me out. Smash that like, y'all. Share me out. Yeah, I'm cooking. I'm cooking eggs with broccoli, onions, and tomatoes and cheese. A little, sharp cheddar mozzarella mix. Little, you know what I mean. And I'm also cooking bacon and toast. What's up, Godfather? What's up with your family? Oh yeah, where you at? What part of the country you in? Smash that like. It's a book, game, and science curriculum. It was given to me over 10 years of commencing with Jesus. It is the way of the new world, shows all the interconnections in quantum sciences. Okay. Peace, peace. What's up with you, Godfather? I'm chilling. Godfather, would you agree with me? Or what's your opinion on thinking that the military infrastructure is really in charge? Especially when it comes to Donald Trump. He's making military moves if y'all can't see it. It's nothing political about what Donald Trump does. It's all backed by the Army. That's the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force. That's why they ain't saying shit. Because if they move. If they move, y'all. That's why they saying little or nothing. Because if they move. And back then, the military infrastructure running shit now. Smash that like, y'all. Shut me out. Yeah, y'all. I'm in the background trying to break this fast with the familia. Put in a little song. Come on. Godfather, you want to vote for Trump right now? You want to vote for Obama right now, fam? Smash that like y'all. Tell me y'all. Smash that like, y'all. You say no, sorry. Trump is doing exactly what was voted into office to do. Right. What's going on with you, Dono? Smash that like you said he doing exactly what he was voted into office to do. That's crazy. Smash that like. Let's get them lights up, man. Matter of fact, we're gonna wrap this one up. I'm gonna get back at y'all in the fruit, man. Thanks for everybody for coming through, showing that super support. That's what it is. Leave a comment below. Would you vote for Obama right now in this climate? Would you vote for Obama? Leave a comment. I'm curious to see what y'all think. And also, who divided America? Enjoy the rest of your evening if we don't meet again today. Con Dios.